Hello, welcome to the video tutorial in making and designing a certificate. So this is actually my final requirements, final project requirements for my students in ITE 009. So that's in IT fundamental subject in COC, FENMA Cagayan de Oro. Okay, so as we all know, Microsoft Word is very useful for many tasks, including creating awards, certificates for individuals, groups, and classes. And a certificate acknowledging that a person has gone above and beyond expectation can be a nice token of appreciation. Plus, it doesn't have to take much time or money. Okay, so to present the samples, I have here a sample of certificate. So demonstrate to you these examples, and let me see the other one. So here this is a template for another form of certificate. So this is also a very simple certificate, and this is quite modernized, and also this one. Okay, so these are just a basic example of a certificate. So we have many forms of certificate that includes certificate of recognition, appreciation, and including, of course, diplomas. So what we are going to work this right now is we will be working or making a diploma. So I have here a diploma. This is my actually my diploma for when I graduated in my master's study at University of Immaculate Conception in Davao. Okay, so as you can see that this certificate has the following: has this header text and this curving text. Yeah. So this is not the typical straight line text. So we'll be working with this one, and I have here the logo for the certificate and this complex font. So this is not a typical font you can see in Microsoft Word, but in Office 2007 and 2010. So this is by default already present in the list of fonts available in Office 2007 and 2010. So these are this font is actually Old English font. Okay, and we also have this font. So these are script fonts, and many of these are already available in Microsoft Word built-in. Okay, so at the bottom, so we have these signatories. So we will not include this one because this is actually external part of the certificate, and so with this is stamp. Okay, so without many further ado, we will start working with the certificate. By the way, if you are missing this font, the script fonts and the Old English font, these are fonts for the diploma, so you can download that one and install it in your computer. So we have a lot of free download of this on the internet. Okay, so just download and copy paste to the font folder so that it will be installed. Okay, so to start, I will be loading here Microsoft Word 2007 and in Microsoft Word, what we need to do first is actually we need to set up our page page setup that is under the page layout. And if you have noticed that the margin is very close to the edge, so this is I think no more than 0.5 inch or half inch. Okay, So we will be setting up our page layout. So for the page orientation, we need to select landscape, and then for the margins, set everything to 0.5, so we don't just like this one. Okay, so 0.5, so just select narrow. Okay, so as you notice that the cursor is now very close to the margin. Or you can also configure this one using this button here down to the very bottom right. Okay, so again, for the margin, set everything to 0.5, and for the page orientation, change it to landscape. And you can also add a border, that is if you think this would be useful for your layouts. So you can also add borders by clicking borders under the layout tab. So just click borders, and you can have these simple borders, but what is really interesting is we can have this complex and artistic border here. So let's say I'll be applying let me pick my favorite one. So let's say this one. So you can of course change the color of this from depending on your type of color you wish to apply. For example, Immaculate Conception is actually more on pinkish color. Let's have this one. Okay, so yeah, so you'll see now that the page is in half-inch margin, and it has the border, and the page orientation is, of course, it is landscape. Okay, so next is we will be centering, of course, our text. By the way, if you want to see everything in your document, you can go to view and then change the zoom. So this is actually page width, fit to page width, but I can have anything less than 75 or 50. So zoom, so I think 50% will do. So here, so you see now that it's can see everything now. Okay, so next thing we need to do is to center all of our text. So you go to the home tab and click center, and let me go back to our sample. So you'll see that all of the text are being centered. So if you want to move to the next line, so just make use of the enter key. So first is I need to enter the text Republic of the Philippines. So let me have one space by pressing enter key. So Republic. So again, I could hardly see the font, so I'll just have the page fit, page width. Okay, so Republic of the Philippines. Press enter key, and then Office of the President. So we'll just copy those texts. So okay, so you'll notice that the text in here is, the line spacing is very close to one another, so we need to adjust the line spacing of this. So to change the line spacing, you go to home tab and then select 1, and you will still notice that there are still spaces in each of the line. So these texts are actually separated by paragraph because there's an enter key or return key at the end of each line. So that's why it creates a new paragraph in every line. So to remove those, you can of course select remove space after the paragraph. Same is true with this, and so with this line, and so with this line, so with this. Alright, so the text for the Office of the President and the Commission on Higher Education are actually bold, so we'll make it bold, and the font is actually in Arial, so let me change this one to Arial. Okay, and let me change the font size to 12. Okay, and the text for the Office of the President is actually all capital letter, so we will highlight this one and change the casing to all uppercase. There you have it. And Region 10 Davao City, so Davao City is not all caps, so we'll have here capitalize each word. Let me check. There you go. Okay, so next is we will be inserting this banner text here, University of the Immaculate Conception. So to do that one, so we will be inserting a word art. Let me press the enter key and then add a word art. So insert and then a word art. Let me just pick this simple one. Okay, and then let me check the font. The font is old. This font is actually Old English. This one. There you have it. So I'll be typing University of Immaculate Conception. So I'll just copy paste that one. So I think we need to make it bold, and there you have it. There you go. So tumpak. So you don't need to change anything. But if you intend to change the curving, so you can have this option in here. So just right click and then you go to format word art, and then you go to, where was that? It's not in here. So I change the curvings of this one? Where is that? Position. It's not the position. Okay, there you go. So you can have this one, have this one, or have this one, or this one, but I think the most basic one is this. Alright. Okay. And by the way, let me edit the text for this. Edit text. I will remove the bold. There you go. Next is we need to change the where is our example? So we need to change its positioning. So I think this is already fine. Okay, you can have this one, but if you want to fix the fix its position, you can go to format and apply a text wrapping for this. So you can have behind text, square, or anything you like. So but for now I will not, because it's working fine, so I'll just leave it as is in line with text. Okay, so put a cursor in here and press enter key. Okay, so I will now be adding the logo. So I have prepared my logo. So where's the logo? So it's in here. So I'll just copy this path and then go to insert picture, and let me just paste in the very long path. There you have it. Okay, so let me change the size of this, and then I cannot actually move this one in here because its position is in line with text. So this time I can apply this option. So I'll just select here. We can have the square. Okay, so square is not working well, so I'll just have the in front of text. Yeah. So move a little on top, closer, and there you go. Then now that we have the logo, I will now insert this text. So I don't have time for encoding those bunch of text, so I'll just copy paste. Let me go down. Okay, there you go. So what I'm going to do now is to apply formatting for the following text. So notice that in each of the line I have a return key. So let me see. So this indicates that this is another, each of the line is a paragraph, because I have made use of the return key or the enter key, okay, to create a new line. So everything is centered. Okay, that is based on this layout. So we can apply the formatting. So this is actually, we'll just type Old English, and we can of course do the format painter. So all Tagalog term here, we will highlight all of those, so that will be changed to something, the font Old English. Okay, same is true with this text. So you can just position it here, it will select the entire line. Same is true with this. So with this, and so with this. Okay, so all Tagalog lines, its font is now changed to Old English. Okay, so next thing we need to do is apply formatting for this Lungsod ng Davao and Davao City. So I think this is working fine. Okay, so what we need to adjust is this English lines. So for the English lines, so we need to change the font size. I think 10 will do, or even 8. Let's have 9. Okay, 9. It is even smaller than that. Okay, then apply formatting for the rest of those English lines. Same is true with this. Again, you can make use of this, or you can just highlight the line, but it would be quite difficult. There you have it. So all English lines are now changed into are now resized to smaller fonts. Okay, next is the Master in Information Technology. So Master Information Technology, this is some kind of a bigger font, and this is Old English, and its font size, I think it would be easy for me to have it. How about this one? 20. Okay, and then we'll make it bold. I think it's not bold. Alright, and then this is also, this needs to be changed. So this is also Tagalog line. I need to copy the formatting, and same is true with this line. Alright, now we need to enter my name. For example, I am Hubert Gabon. We have my middle name. This is actually my virtual name. In real life I am Bernard Gabon, but in the internet I am Hubert Gabon. So let me change the font size. I think this would do. Okay, and then the font is, we can have any script fonts here. So script fonts is like this or this one. So I think the better one is this. There you have it. Okay, so let me remove this line because we are, and then we'll add space before. There you go. So we don't have enough room for our signatories. Okay, I think I need to change the size of this. Okay, we can have the smaller one. The same is true with the logo. There you go. Okay, so finally what we need to insert is this signatories. I'll just remove this special order text in here. So only the signatories we will be inserting. Okay, so what I will do now is to create a table. So I'll insert a table. So let's have this 1, 2, 3. So I'll just insert a 3-column table, or maybe 4-column table, or 5-column table. So I'll just have the 5-column table, and you'll see what's really my purpose to this. Okay, so let me zoom into this, because I could hardly. Doctor of Education, and we have Reverend Mother Superior. I don't know how to read this. Assumpta M. David. Okay, so UIC is an RVM school, just like Lourdes College here in Cagayan de Oro. Then I'll add another row by pressing the tab key. So it's actually, we have here the caption Decano, and the other one is Pangulo. And let me have the third line, the English line, which is Dean, and this is President. Alright, so it looks that it's no longer the same as our example, okay, because there's no borders in here. So just like this one, so the table has, you will see the grid lines in there. Okay, so in order for this to look same as our example, just like this, so we need to remove these grids or these visible borders that we are having in this table. So to remove this border or to make it transparent or disappear, so just click this, right click and select borders and sharing, and of course select none. And as you will see, okay, you can no longer see those borders. But if you want to add an underline or anything that separates this position or designation of the signatories, you can go to Home tab and then add this a border. So you can have the bottom border for this. So this is abstract, so just experiment this on your own. Bottom border, and same is true with the other one. Select bottom border. Okay, so if you want to adjust the length of this line, so you can have this one. Okay, the table is still present, so it is still there. Same is true with this. If you think this is quite long, okay, oh no. So of course apply centering for this one so that it will be put to center. Okay, there you go. Let me see again. So I'll have this in smaller font. So this is already very small, so we have to change this one, all of this, to a larger font. So let's have this one, and then let me adjust again. So this is quite big. Let's have the 10. So there is an extra line in here. Okay, so we need to adjust the font size of this also. So again, you can still adjust, although you can see it, but it's still there, the borders. Okay, so let me go back to our original page view. So if you think it's not centered well, so you can adjust this one. Alright. Okay, let me press enter key so that we can have the count. Okay, so you see now our finished product. So it is now looking very close to our example, which is actually this one. So now it's time for you to create your own certificate, so you can do some improvements and apply your many enhancement for this certificate. So this has been your instructor, Bernard Gabon. Thank you for viewing this tutorial, and hope this helps you in your learning and the basics of word processing using Microsoft Word 2007. Have a nice day.